so many Christians are getting themselves together to dress up in new fancy clothing and opening up Easter baskets and celebrating just the flat out pagan nature. Easter is one of the days where the institutionalized church is probably more evident. The behavior modification and the moralism is so today in the church on this particular day than any other time. This is a day where they use your emotions to manipulate you into doing the things Jesus wants. But when Scripture teaches, I do all men through what? Love, grace, and mercy. I lead you. That's what does it. Not manipulation of emotions, man. Not church hype. Not all this other nonsense that's taking place today. And you listen to me now, and you're going to listen to us later, or whether it be on TuneIn or YouTube, you know you can hear the frustration in my voice. I know you can hear it.
It's all kinds of symbolism and props and just theatrics to emotionalize people to give their lives to God. You understand what I'm saying? When, just like Elgin said, that Jesus is the one that does that. Jesus. See, what the theatrics does is draw people to church. See what I'm saying? And then comes the emotionalism, then comes the manipulation and that type of thing with all of the theatrics, man. And that is deceptive, really, because then people are sitting there like, well, man, because think about it, a lot of them only come to church on these holidays like Easter, Christmas, this, that, and the third, maybe Mother's Day, and they're only in there, like I said, just probably to make somebody else happy. Time out of the year that they're going to go to church, and churches do recognize it. Churches recognize it. They know that Easter is one of the big come-up days of the year, so they're going to roll out all the theatrics to try to, guess what, increase their membership numbers. It's basically a huge membership drive, because at this point, you're having all types of plays, and you're having all types of performances. Like I said,
another thing about today, people come together to celebrate, to remember Christ is risen. But didn't Christ institute something for us to remember Him in His communion? And last supper He said, "Do this, and often as you do, in remembrance of me." So why are we celebrating Easter to remember Christ when He told us what we should do to remember Him? Maybe because when we do the communion, it's not really communion. It's crackers and juice and some prayers and some words. That's not communion. The word communion in and of itself symbolizes togetherness. But that's not really communion. When you're at church having that wafer or that cracker and grape juice or whatever you have. That's how you remember Christ? By taking that little bitty sip of juice and a little bitty cracker? You do that? That's how you remember Him?
I just want to say, I was trying to mind my business. I was listening to the show, and then he went and read that meme. What in the world? I proclaim that a lot of it too is pride, because the information is out there. It's not just us. You know, I know how they like to make it seem like it's just us. It's not just us. I get on YouTube, there's plenty of videos and of commentary and study about this subject, about church. And so the access to the information is there. It's advertised, it's posted. I've seen revolutionaries all over the country say similar things. So at some point, people are turning away from the information. They're turning away from truth, but people love the system. People love it. I love what somebody said about replacing Easter with Resurrection Sunday, and just that makes it all better. But people love it. People love the system, and one of the most, if not the most profitable holiday for